And the last question is from someone that wants to remain anonymous. What career advice could you offer for someone looking to get into costuming for film and television? Wow, that is an interesting one. I have to say, I get so many emails from people, a lot from students. I would say that it's highly competitive. There are so many costume courses now out there. There are so many students graduating. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is really all down to luck. And I hate saying this, it's awful to say it, but it really is just the luck of the draw. It's getting in with the right people on the right day at the right time. And, you know, all costume departments have a hierarchy. You have a costume designer, you have a costume supervisor, you have possibly sometimes a wardrobe master or wardrobe mistress if it's a big film, and then you have your costume assistants who are standing by on set, and then you might have costume trainees. There are courses in this country now like Skill Set and the BBC costume trainee course that cater for people going into the industry, and they can apply to be a costume trainee. And a lot of these people normally have already been to college and done degrees in order to be on that costume trainee course. And one of the main bonuses of this is that you're placed by these trainee schemes on TV and film productions around the country. So you get to meet a lot of designers and supervisors, and generally in the lower grades, it's the supervisors that are hiring, not the designers. So it's quite competitive, but it is possible. And I know lots of young people doing very well in the industry because they've just got onto a film, got to meet lots and lots of people, and it's all about word of mouth. The more jobs they do, the more people they meet, and therefore within the costume circle, the more dailies they do, the more they're likely to get. And I know I get a lot of letters from people saying that it's really hard just to get in. It's hard to get that first break, and it really is luck. In terms of designing, it's very rare to have somebody graduate from a college and come out and suddenly, you know, costume designer on a TV show or film. It's not going to happen for lots of reasons. It's not going to happen. Most people that are paying the wages, whether it be a TV company or whether it be a film company, want to know that you have a proven track record. They want to know that you aren't the sort of person that's going to go over budget. 75% of what you're doing is to do with scripts, it's to do with budgets, it's to do with paperwork, it's to do with logistics, it's to do with so many other things. It's to do with being the right personality and having the right diplomacy on set with people. Obviously, it's also about aesthetics, and it is about choosing the right fabrics. If you're having things made, knowing where to get them made, knowing the suppliers, knowing all this information, that can only be built up over time. It's experience. I think the idea of someone coming out of college and thinking that a designer sits in an attic somewhere surrounded by bits of paper and pens and fabrics and designing fantastic things, that doesn't exist. It's just not how it is. You know, if it's contemporary production, you're pounding the streets, and I would say to anybody, don't do it if you can't bear the shopping. And my key advice has to be that, you know, you have to be willing to stand in a muddy field on a cold wintry day at 6 o'clock in the morning when it's raining, and be happy to do that for 12 hours. And if you're not, don't even think about it, because that is what your life is going to be like. Also, in this day and age, everybody's freelance. There are no costume TV departments anymore in the true sense of the word. You know, you could get attached onto a program that's a soap or something like that that runs for a while, but, you know, there is no job security. So you also have to be prepared for the fact that actually your income can fluctuate. And I would say that not just in terms if you're just starting out, but it can also happen to me. You know, you can't guarantee anything. You do one job, you may get another job. You may be lucky, you may not. And often, sadly, it's got nothing to do with how good you are. That sounds really brutal, and I don't want to dissuade anyone. I don't want people to think, gosh, she's being really pessimistic. But, you know, be real about what this industry is like. You know, it's like any other industry. It's competitive. You know, of course it's fun and it's lovely when it works out and it's nice and the people are lovely and, you know, it can be a fantastic career, but you have to really want it.